What if I told you your car's engine is suffocating right now, every single second it runs? It's gasping for air like you after running up 5 flights of stairs. And there's a device that just shoves more air down its throat and turns your boring grocery getter into something that sounds like it has opinions. That device is called a supercharger, and today I'm going to explain it the way nobody ever did in school, like you're 5 years old. Let's go. First things first, fire needs air. You know how you blow on a campfire and it gets bigger? That's because fire eats oxygen. Your car engine is a tiny, controlled explosion happening hundreds of times per second. Boom, boom, boom. And every explosion needs air. More air equals more fuel you can burn equals more power. That's the whole game. A normal engine just sucks in air. Picture trying to breathe through a coffee straw. You can do it, but you're not running a marathon. More air, more power. Give the engine more air. Imagine your engine is a kid trying to blow up a balloon. A normal kid takes a breath, blows a little, takes another breath, blows a little. Slow, steady, fine. Now imagine you give that kid an air compressor. Psh, balloons full in half a second. That is what a supercharger does. A pump that forces compressed air into your engine. The engine goes, oh wow, okay, and makes way more power. How does the supercharger get its energy? It's connected directly to the engine with a belt, like a bicycle chain. The engine spins the belt spins the supercharger shoves air in. Beautiful. The trade-off? The engine shares some power to run the supercharger, but you get back way more than you give. 30, 40, sometimes 50% more power. That's not a small upgrade. That's a whole different personality.
The Roots Supercharger, the old school classic. Big, beefy. It gulps air in like it's chugging a smoothie. You've seen muscle cars with something sticking out of the hood? That's usually a Roots. Loud, dramatic, beautiful. Old school, classic. Now number 2, the twin screw. Same idea, but 2 screws twist together to squeeze the air more efficiently. More refined, more power per spin. Less drama, but nerds love it. The twin screw uses 2 interlocking screws that squeeze the air tighter and tighter as it travels through. More efficient compression, more consistent power. The engineer's choice. And the centrifugal. It spins a fan super fast to compress air. It builds power as the engine revs up. A car that wakes up the harder you push it. All 3 do the same job. More air, more power, more fun. Now the question I know you're thinking, what about a turbocharger? Isn't that the same thing? Sort of, but not really. A turbocharger also forces more air into the engine, but it uses exhaust gases rushing out to spin a turbine that pumps air in. Free energy from waste. Clever. But there's a catch. Turbos have turbo lag, a little delay before they kick in because they need the exhaust to build up first. Superchargers, instant response. Press the gas, get the power. Right now, no waiting. Think of it this way. Turbo is like a microwave. Give it a few seconds and then it goes. Supercharger is like a gas stove. Turn it on and the fire is already there. Neither is better, just different tools. Some engineers combine both, a turbocharger and a supercharger on the same engine. They call it tween-charged because why not be absolutely unhinged? So there you go. Your engine is suffocating. A supercharger gives it a massive gulp of compressed air. It connects with a belt, it comes in different flavors, and it makes your car go prop instead of just vroom. You are now officially smarter about superchargers than like 90% of people at car meets. You're welcome. If you want me to go deeper, drop it in the comments. Smash that like button if your brain just got supercharged. Subscribe for more of this energy. I'll see you in the next one. Boost responsibly.